Brent, this massive mural can be seen from the Farmington Canal Trail. You can see 26 butterflies flying to an eternal sun, 6 larger ones and for the adults and 20 smaller ones for the children killed in Sandy Hook. And 2 people decide to vandalize this, according to police, and they have turned themselves in. 20-year-old Lorenzo Cavallo and 21-year-old Gina Lombardi are under arrest for vandalism. Both are charged with criminal mischief and conspiracy to commit criminal mischief in the first degree. Police say Lombardi was apologetic in her interview, stating that she didn't know the significance of the mural. Although, for people who walk by it, they don't know how one could not.
No words to describe the feelings. That's just absolutely despicable, awful. I can't understand somebody doing such a thing.
I don't know how they could not understand what that's all about.
Now, as you can see, the artists have already repaired this mural, and the 2 accused are also accused of graffitiing other parts of this garage. The owner of the garage says it costs about $2,500 to repair. In Southington, Dave Puglisi, Fox 61 News.